If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. It is January the 21st, 2022, and today the topic is the lights. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We made it to another Friday, y'all. To God be the glory and all that. I hope that you all had a wonderful Thursday. As I usually say, mine went just fine. A lot of, working on different things throughout the day yesterday. I guess one thing I could go ahead and just throw out some announcements, whatever. So one thing that I was working on yesterday that I put out there to the public is that we have the first date scheduled for the virtual party. You guys know that I plan to put out a virtual party for Madame Miraculous and the Messy Laboratory. So we have a date on the calendar. It should be February 26th. I should have wrote it down. So my apologies. I will confirm that. But the date is out there. Check it out on Eventbrite. Look up Madame Miraculous or look up Miracle Plays GA, and you should be able to see that event up and available. Obviously, anybody can tune in from anywhere in the world to have a meet and greet and the story time with Madame Miraculous herself. And so, yeah, go ahead and check that out. There are some bundles on there as well. But then there's also just a small fee to just, tune in to the event if you don't want to get a bundle. So a lot of different options on there for you if you're interested in that. So that's one thing I was working on yesterday, trying to get that up and out and available. Obviously other things when it comes to all everything, just kind of working on this and that. Me and Mr. Boomer was communicating. He was letting me see some behind the scenes information and whatnot, so shout out to him this morning. He's working tirelessly on the movie and every other thing that he's doing for little old me. So thank and praise God for him and everything that he is doing. Like I said, y'all are going to be able to meet him in the future. I don't know how soon, but we have an episode of GSL coming up with him really soon. So be on the lookout for that. And speaking of that, today's Friday. So we have an episode of God, Sex, and Love, the talk show that will be airing tonight at 7. That is going to be a chat with Sharice M. Davis. So check that out. Again, like I said, she's a lovely, lovely lady that's doing some amazing things. So check her out. Check out the conversation tonight at 7 on God, Sex, and Love on our Facebook and YouTube and everything like that. You can also check out godsexandlove.com. I pretty much did everything that I was supposed to do, except maybe one important thing yesterday. But I'm gonna try to go ahead and I have to knock it out today, or this morning, rather. And another thing is today is a workout day for me, and so I think I'm gonna do things a little differently today. I think I'm gonna knock out my workout in the morning, instead of trying to do it in the evening, and that's gonna probably make things easier for me today as well. So that is something that I have planned to do today. I'll let y'all know some other stuff later, but so that's what's going on with all of that. And just to go ahead and just let it be known, okay, it is my mother's birthday eve today, so tomorrow is her birthday. So excited about that. Go ahead and just shout that out. You know what I'm saying? Look, the Queen's birthday is around the corner, y'all. To God be the glory for that. So let's go ahead and just chit chat about this conversation of the light. Basically, my prayer meditation was centered around this theme today, but the thing for me was, as I was reflecting on what they were saying in the app, it was kind of getting me to think about, like, you are the light, and so shine and let your light shine and all this. And I'm like, okay, that's good. But the light, right? I was focused on like the actual light. And because in my opinion, I feel like we are reflections of the light. Like any good that people might see in me, like I believe that is a reflection of God and His goodness. I was kind of talking to someone about that yesterday on another platform. Again, as I guess you will all be hearing that in the future, if the Lord's will. Um, that yeah, I mean, yeah, I hope that the things I'm doing encourages and inspires and all that. But at the end of the day, I mean, well, God made me, right? And then He put on my heart to do these things, um, and everything like that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just very careful these days to just point everything back to God, give Him that credit, give Him that honor and everything like that. Yeah, I mean, I think that's been an important thing for me to do, and I feel like that's where my blessings come from by focusing on that and doing that. Um, God has blessed me tremendously and beyond my own thoughts and ideas. So anyway, so as I focused on the light, right, and I looked up verses centered around that, and then next thing I know, that song by Common started flowing in my head as well. That's I'm like, okay, I guess we're gonna stick to the light, and go with that. But here are the verses that I came across this morning that I felt led to share. John 8:12, it says, "Again, Jesus spoke to them, saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." Y'all, I mean, hey, again, I believe it as we get into the things that Jesus said and did as He walked the earth and everything like that. This is quite controversial. Like, I mean, there's a lot of humans that puff themselves up or whatnot. But obviously there's something different happening here with the things that Jesus said. Not to say that you didn't hear about people getting mad, because I mean, you did hear about the Pharisees and those type of people getting mad about the things He said, but for the most part, like, you know, this seemed to be very controversial. Like, can you imagine someone saying, I am the light of the world, and all of this? Um, like, usually, I guess you would consider that person to be arrogant or something, right? Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just found that to be interesting today. That's what it says. That He said that I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. And yeah, I mean, one thing. Well, let me share this next verse, because it's gonna go into what I was getting ready to say. So then, Psalm 119 and 105, it says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." Um, I love the example that they were sharing in the prayer meditation this morning. That they were like, "Oh, imagine yourself in a dark room, and then all of a sudden, you can't see anything in front of you, and then there's someone that likes a match, and then now you can see everything clearly, and you can which way to go and everything like that." I thought it was a beautiful example of, I mean, what Jesus is like, because even that verse that I just read reiterates that, because it says, "Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness." So instead of being confused, instead of being lost and all that, as we follow Christ, it's like we're going down a well lit path, like this says here, uh, and then also it says here, "Your word is a lamp to my feet." So this is just the words that God say, like, not, I mean, obviously He is as well, but I don't know. It's just even the words is a lamp, and it shows you which way to go and whatnot. So that is something to think about and reflect on today. John 9:5, it says, "As long as I am in the world, I am light of the world." Well, nothing to reiterate there. I mean, um, Now, I was thinking as I was writing this verse about the part that says, as long as I am in the world, because it's like, well, God is outside of time, and da 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 da. But I mean, He is right here with us as well. So, yeah, again, any light that we see is God, you know. Something to think about, something to think about there. John 1 and 5, it says, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. So yes, we know that there's a lot of things going on, evil, a lot of like terrible things happening and whatnot. But it says the darkness will not overcome the light, no matter how it looks or any of that. You know, good is going to triumph over evil, God over Satan or devil or whatever you want to call him, and light over the darkness. So that is one more thing. I got one more verse to share, and it's Matthew 5 and 14. It says, you are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. So yeah, I mean, if I do go back to what the prayer meditation was talking about, and the fact that, you know, we are the light and light of the world, and I mean, it does take it back to, I guess, us being the light. But again, as we reflect the light of God, right, we shine out in our hope for others, right? You know, like that song says, let your light shine, because there might be somebody down in the valley trying to get home and everything like that. Yeah, I mean, I think, again, the more that we, you know, follow the light, right, the actual light, and reflect that light out into the world, we can lead others to the light, you know, which is God, which is Christ, according to the Bible. And that's the juice, y'all. That is the juice. There are plenty of verses in the Go Deeper section to hopefully encourage you and inspire you, you know, on your path to lightship, uh, and everything like that. Hopefully, get your minds, you know, renewed with this idea. Let them marinate on your heart, souls, and minds, y'all, this morning. But the Bible verse of today is Matthew 5 and 7. It says, blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.
Hello, charmers. Visit ttcboutique.com for the latest in fashion and accessories. Twice the charm, the source of women clothing.